Hey dude, I got a bunch of these Bissell little green spot cleaners, and out of the 4 of them, I'm gonna see if I can dink around and make some of them work, and then sell them and see how much money I can make. Now I thought it was simple, but there's actually a lot of different things that can go wrong with these. So right now none of them are spraying, so we're just gonna have to diagnose them each and figure it out. Full disclosure, this was going to be a very different kind of video, but it shifted in the middle and had to pivot and turn it into something else. So that's why it's dark now, but in all of the next shots, it's gonna be bright and sunny. But now we're gonna have to get into there and fix the problem. Typically what happens is the water will escape through the duckbill, spill all down through the internals, and get sprayed up all over this motor, which will rust and seize. So that is the most common point of failure, but there are other points. So with this one, I filled it up and then I noticed that water spilled all through the bottom here. So that was a fairly simple fix. The seal was just displaced. So there's a seal that goes around here. It was sitting down on this rim here, and that was causing the water to spill out everywhere, all into this part and spraying out the bottom. So as long as this is tightly sealed, you won't get any spillage out of here. I did notice another fun problem. This one has a really terrible spray and it leaks all over the place. So let's take this apart and see if we can figure out why. Wow, that's where all our spray is going. Unless it's open. I don't have a replacement one of these buttons, so this whole thing is just going to be in the parts bin for now. First off, a test. Getting just a little water out of this. So why don't we start with that? So this thing is just gummed right up. Let's see if I can get that out. Wow me. Alright, well this one is like proper seized up, so we can pull it out and learn something. So that's another one. Moving right along. First off, we test. This one appears to be working perfectly. Let's fill this up and test that. Continues to work perfectly, so let's try the suction side. Yeah, this one seems to work great. I'm not sure why this was thrown out, because it seems good to me. So yeah, this one we're just going to clean up. Now I actually have a 4th one here. I didn't put it up because it wouldn't fit on the table, but also because it wouldn't turn on. And it still won't turn on. So this one should be a little more interesting. Yeah, well, let's explore this a little more. Thankfully, I do have those parts ones over there, so if something is proper wrecked, oh, So if you look right in there, there's a connector that's not plugged in. Don't know how exactly that happens, but I'm willing to bet that was the problem. Let's try it. Wow. Now let's try it with a water tank on just to see if it's got any spraying issues. Sometimes you have to prime these things, which is done by holding it lower than the source of the water and then just squeezing the trigger a few times. Just to make absolutely sure, I'm gonna put more water in. All right, water is on. Give her a couple squeezes. Oh wow. Yeah, there it is. Okay, this one is giving me a little trouble. Nice. The reason I say nice is because it means I get to actually explore what I thought would be the likely problem. First off, we're going to check up front, see if there's any clogs. Feel free to join. Ah, there we are. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong. Just put it back on and see if it flows naturally. Doesn't seem to have any trouble there, so it must be in here. Try and blow through that. Seems fine enough. It's pretty consistent now. That was a lot simpler than I expected. I'm just going to get these cleaned up and assembled and do a final check on where we're at. Okay, everything is cleaned and assembled, and at the end of it all, we're looking at two fully functional, non-leaking, properly spraying Bissell little green spot cleaners with functioning turbo brush. So I should be able to get 50, 60 bucks for each of those. And now the other two back there, they're actually working fine except for the sprayer. So they do still work as a an upholstery vacuum. So I'll probably still list them for like $10, maybe even $15. See what we can get. It's just the sprayer function. I use these things all the time and I don't even use the sprayer function because eventually you run out of the cleaning fluid. Now the other thing, and this relates to what this video was going to be in the first place, I thought I knew what was wrong with these things because there's this little duckbill gasket.
See, this here is the duckbill seal that's supposed to be a one-way valve.
Water reservoir
water goes in there.
has a tendency to leak, and this thing has a tendency to leak, and that water can spray up and around and cause the pump to rust. So that's why I ordered 4 of these things. It turns out I didn't use a single one of them. So hopefully I can find the receipt and return them, but maybe I'll just keep them and try and sell them locally. Feels pretty stupid having them though. Maybe I'll need a pump for something later. I don't know. Either way, I'm still gonna make my money back. I just was, I can't believe I let them sit there in the garage for that long. Like, I tested them and should have just taken them apart when I got them, and then I would have saved, like, well, they're like $13 each, so like $50 total. Ugh, feels bad, man. You live and you learn. Also, that's a whole bunch of space. These have been in there for a while. Just, wow, I'm feeling really stupid right now. But I'm still making money, and glad I had something to share, even if it didn't go exactly according to plan. Sometimes you gotta pivot. I guess that's the lesson here. And gather the information in advance so you don't waste your money. 2 lessons today. Fantastic. Enjoy your lessons. Leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.
Well, it don't matter if you're a pedigree or just some ragged old stray. Oh, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day.